Okay.
I can't believe you're standing up. Okay, he's honey. Go.
Okay guys, I'm actually here at the dark den about to give Petko some candy. Where are you, Petko? Okay guys, I'm gonna miss you so much, but it's okay. I'm only gonna be away for a week and you'll have to put up with it. But hey, I've got a good friend of mine and you're in good hands, okay? He's gonna be here any minute and, you know, there he is, right on time. What? Hey, Matteo.
Hey, man.
Hey, Mickey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, nice.
I've been looking forward to watching after your animals.
Man,
And like.
thanks so much for this, hey. Oh yeah, about the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come check it out. So this is my collection.
Yeah.
Feel free to take some notes.
Yeah.
So this is DJ, you know, he has to be fed like once or twice a week. Boris, my blue-legged tarantula, isn't he awesome? He needs to be fed a cockroach every 1.2 weeks, and his water dish needs to be 2.5. Oh, he really likes you. Very important, 2.4. He won't survive, 2.6. He will drown. He likes walks on the beach at sunset. Make sure you keep him on a leash. On the leash. On the leash.
Yeah, okay.
Pyro, my Sydney funnel-web, deadliest spider in the world. Hayley Williams, my redback spider. Now, you don't have to worry about her. She's only the 6th deadliest spider. Sixth? Six.
So, yeah.
No, 6. This is my Rubicetta tarantula, Ramona Flowers. And she likes...
Oh, flowers. Yeah.
No, dirt. She likes dirt. Okay, so these are my trapdoors. Oh, they're so cool. Oh, you want to hear a trapdoor joke?
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
This is not a joke. Huntsmans, these are harmless, you know, you don't need to worry about them.
No, yeah.
You got them, mate? And done. All right, that's about it. If you have any questions or problems with the feeding or anything, you know, give us a call on the FaceTime. Hold on a sec. Bam. All right, now you're ready. I got a plane to catch. Lay bolt. You should end with all us laughing like that. Let's hit it. 431 Emirates. Tickets. Live.
Infants and small children.
PETCRO18.
We are actually going to see Petko.
This will be the best. What if we show up and he's just like, okay. Hi.
Okay.
He'll be a cool dude. He'll be so nice. We'll eat Milo together and we'll eat Vegemite together and then we'll eat his traditional food together and we'll just be the best together. Boom. Alright people, this is our Croatian money. Pediset kuna. Passports, you know, like baby Winton. Embarrassing. Lukey D, whatever that is. K and F Concept, man, huge shout out to you guys for sponsoring me for this awesome waterproof bag.
We invite all remaining passengers to board.
That's us people. Boom, 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 boom. 18-hour flight of death. Next stop, Dubai.
In the rain. Oh, sounds we skated.
14 hours, man, that's a long flight. It's the longest flight I've ever been on, and building up that anticipation to get to Dubai was just insane. I loved it. Just landed in Dubai. Tired. We're gonna get our baggage claim that holds Petko's candy and cans. Cans D. Come on in.
actual bathroom. You know, nothing much. Oh, there's just a phone in the toilet, tiny baby sink, a bathrobe. What even is that? Buffet breakfast, and we'll take you down now and show you.
And then not long after breakfast, we went to the Dubai Mall. Now, it is the biggest mall in the world. I'm not kidding, guys. It is the biggest mall in the world. And as soon as we entered the mall, we saw this huge aquarium just right in front of us. And after walking around the shopping center for a while, we started to get hungry again. So we went to this awesome cafe called Serial Killer Cafe. Now, as soon as we looked at it, we saw American cereal that I've always wanted to try. Like, there was Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I had that. It was amazing. We go to sit down and realize there's no chance. It's beds, like it's legit beds. You're sitting on funny kids' beds to just sit on as you enjoy cereal. It's the best. And he brings out the cereal with the fruit on top, and he gives you the milk in like a little jar, and you get to pour it in yourself. Of course, you're left with that sweet milk at the end, and because I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch in it, it had bits of cinnamon. Oh, it was amazing. And after our second breakfast in Dubai, in like the first 4 hours, we had to go back to the hotel and have a little nap because that evening we were going on a desert safari. So this big 4-wheel drive picked us all up, and we just kept driving and driving. I didn't even know what was happening, but we were just surrounded on the sand dunes. It was amazing. The kids in our 4-wheel drive were just hilarious. They were all screaming, and we were just having so much fun. And we would go over huge sand dunes, and there would be like big drops, and we would all scream. It was out of control. And our driver, Ra, he was so hilarious. He just made us laugh the entire time with he just said so many funny things with his accent. He was the best. Riding a camel, like, you have to do this in Dubai. It's almost a tradition. And all the camels are sitting down, right? And you hop on the camel and you don't know what's going on because they're all in like a line, and they got up and we did a few laps around the little camp. It was awesome. And then eventually when it sat back down again, the front goes down first. So it was like, oh, and you were like holding on, like you were pushing on the little handle so you wouldn't fall forward. You were like, oh. And driving back from the camp at night, just seeing the whole city lit up, it was lit, like literally lit. And the Burj Khalifa right behind me, tallest tower in the world right there. Oh, and all the luxury cars here in Dubai, it's just normal. Oh man, it's so cool. Nothing like a smoke after a meal.
What? What did I say?
We had a few days to burn in the capital, so we just went for a walk to check it all out and see what was around, you know.
Spa, looks like spa, but it's spa, as people call it here in Croatia. It's pretty wicked awesome. So right here is a spa, and right across the road is a spa. Don't know why. Cocolatate.
So we've got our donuts back from Miss Donut. Now they look awesome. We've got 2 Kinder ones, Oreo donut, and last but not least, a Homer donut. That is legit what it's called. Homer donut. Here we go. now I know what Homer eats. Dad, you want to try?
And yeah, we heard about the local zoo in Zagreb, which was in the area, and because I'm a lover of animals, I had to pretty much spend the entire day there. And we were so excited when we got our tickets and saw the map. We couldn't read it or anything, but there were pictures indicating so many other animals that I didn't even know were going to be there. Of course, one of the first places I needed to see was the reptile and invertebrate room. Question: what kind of bear is best?
That's a ridiculous question. False.
False. Black bear.
Oh, and there was this hilarious chimpanzee that had climbed the enclosure and was asking for chips, and this guy was just throwing them over the fence. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. But yeah, the guy got in trouble, and you know, you really shouldn't throw the food at the animals, but still. So after a full day at the zoo, we walked back home for our first pizza in Croatia.
Pizza. Shh. Pepperoni. Shh. Crazy. Look how big these slices of pepperoni are. One olive. Yep, that's one olive throughout the whole pizza. Yum. We'll cut that up into 8. Oh yeah, that dough is amazing.
It had to be one of the best pizzas I've ever eaten. And we needed to get a good sleep that night because the next day...
Alright people, this is it. We're getting into the taxi that will lead us to the dark den. Come on, let's go.
Koprivnica.
Koprivnica, yes, it's a little city, maybe.
Like a little village.
Like village, yes.
Really?
Koprivnica, you stay in Koprivnica?
We're meeting someone in Koprivnica.
So when we first rolled up in Koprivnica, we were on the street of where the dark den was, but we couldn't see it, so we were really confused. Eventually we saw the big white door and the huge windows, and through the window I saw the fan art on the wall from inside the car, and I was just like... And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, Dad, that's the dark den. Like, I freaked out, but obviously not out loud. Like I was so excited, I could not handle it. And finally, being inside the dark den was just the best birthday present ever. And at first it totally felt like I'd stepped into a different world, you know? Like when you have this idea of what you think someone is gonna be like because you've seen them on YouTube or in the movies, and then when you finally meet them, it doesn't really feel like it's real. It kind of feels like a bit of a dream, and it felt a bit like that, you know? It actually took me a while to believe that this was actually happening. And seeing Petko in real life was awesome. He's so tall. And getting to hear his accent was just next level.
So if they bite you on your leg, you will probably need to cut off your leg.
And Petko is legit the nicest guy. He gave us a full tour of the dark den. It was such a great experience, and Dad got some sweet footage of that. And getting to hear the stories, just me and him, from his personal perspective, like talking about the animal and
you know, what he's done with it and how it's developed. It was so inspirational for me. I loved it so much. As a kid, meeting someone that you really look up to is just, that was the main reason I went there, you know. Not just to see what I already know from his YouTube channel, but, you know, to really meet him in person and see his personalities and, you know, have that awesome conversation with him was amazing. And he was hilarious. Me and Dad could not stop laughing like the entire time. We were just, you know, talking about this, and then he'd bring up something hilarious and oh, it was a laugh fest. And finally, it was time for us to give him his treats and film a sweet little collab video.
Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Test, check.
You want me to hide?
Oh, and then he appears. Yes.
With Petko.
Imagine.
I can't not laugh. You might have to cut that. Okay guys, I'm actually here at the Dark Den about to give Petko some candy. Where are you, Petko? Alright, so I've got some candy to give you. Here's Milo, the best drink ever.
Thank you.
Put that with milk, obviously. And we got Snickers and Mars there. But, you know,
thank you.
Crunchy, that's Australian. It's like honeycomb, chocolate, cherry ripe. This is like
cherry.
Coconut cherry. Oh man, it's so good. Picnic. More. It's just nuts and wafer covered in chocolate. Oh, it's so good.
So it's basically like Snickers.
Basically, but more crunchy.
Fake Snickers.
Maltesers, so these are like a Maltesers bar. It's called just teasers, but this is really good. And we have Snakes Alive, so they're like lolly snakes.
Oh, nice.
And we got them because, you know, Australia is pretty popular for snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, woo, woo! Have a look at this!
Boom.
Boom.
And last but not least, Vegemite. This is like paste, and it's not chocolate. It's not
what?
Sweet.
Paste.
It's
Paste.
It's like it's bitter. A lot of people not in Australia don't like it, but it you're supposed to have it on a cracker. But if you want to have a tiny taste.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Yuck, yuck,
what?
yuck! Wow.
You won't get used to the smell.
But it got vitamins.
You need the vitamins.
I need the vitamins.
You need them.
So which one is the best?
My opinion, I like crunchy. Either teasers or crunchy.
Crunchy it is.
It's very crunchy.
It's broken. It's broken. Take it back. I can range a refund.
It's like honey candy.
So different texture than I'm used to. We don't have anything like this. Definitely. Nothing similar. But it's good.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy. You'll get a stomachache if you swallow it like that.
I like candy.
Alright, I've done our job, now let's move it.
Okay, thank you. What do I need to say now?
Petko, anytime. And I step off and I just go. I step down like a meter.
Don't hit your chin on the table.
Because that's how I like. Alright people, there's one thing I have to consider. I haven't been honest this entire time. I'm not this tall. one more take. I'll do one more time. Both of them will be fun.
Maybe pull it a bit back so you can step down like straight. Yeah,
there we go.
So you can step straight, not under the table.
Alright people, there is one thing I have to consider. I haven't been honest this time. It's just like, no.
I'm running out of candy. Hurry.
Alright people, there is one thing I have to consider. I haven't been honest this entire time. I'm not this tall. It really was one of the funnest days I've ever had. Petko let me pick a sweet tarantula poster. I chose the brachypelma one. Then we just chilled outside and I got to meet the darkden security, Mitza. She's so friendly. And then, yeah, we just talked about everything, you know, animals, Australia, Croatia. And yeah, I just loved every moment I got to spend with him. Koprivnica was a nice little city, but Petko said if we really wanted to experience Croatia, that we had to check out the coast. So we looked up the best way we could get there and off we went. It's like 11:15 at night. We're going to our train. It's an overnight train. We're going to Split. Let's go, baby.
We a runaway train. We a runaway. 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 We a runaway. We a runaway train. We a runaway. We a runaway. We a runaway train. We a runaway. We a runaway. We a runaway train. We a runaway. We a runaway.
Alright people, we've arrived here in Split. I'm wrecked. It was like a 10.5-hour train ride and, you know, I didn't get too much sleep, but time to go. Oh, and I made a new friend, the coolest kid named Marley. He took us up to the beach near his apartment and it was just perfect for swimming. Alright people, we're about to go on the Whibbit. Got our armbands.
Jump.
Oh, I don't want to.
You're killing me, boys.
3, 2, 1. The water in Split was just next level. Legit the clearest water I've ever seen. And Marley and I had so much fun on the Whibbit, but then we were just so thirsty after. Split was total crazy town because of the World Cup, and everyone there was just yelling and singing these hilarious songs. And there were just these funny guys cooking their lunch on an open fire right near the water. It was insane. So to escape the madness in the crowd, we grabbed some popcorn and then we went back to Marley's place to watch the final. Well, Croatia unfortunately didn't win the World Cup, but it was so cool just being there in that atmosphere, and we ate so much delish Croatian food.
Punina tikvica.
After dinner, the streets just filled up with people and it got so out of control, just chaotic. The next day was way more chill, and me and Marley just walked through the old town for a bit, and then he wanted to go to this cool beach called Benay. He said there would be less people there, but still heaps of stuff to explore. We jumped on a bus and we were there in like 5 minutes. It was pretty sweet, but nothing like my sunny coast beaches. There was no sand at all, because everything is just pretty much surrounded by stone paths, and in the water was just pebbles and seaweed, but I did manage to discover some sick underwater wildlife. The water is so clear, it's like in, but you can just see everything so clearly. It's awesome. Man, those 2 days with Marley and Split was just the coolest, and now we're gonna be like friends for life. So definitely we'll be hanging out with him in the future. So eventually we had to say goodbye to Split and train it back to Zagreb, which took like another 5 hours. When we got to the hotel, I was trashed, but so hungry at the same time. So yeah, ordered a huge feed, and man, I was missing my centipedes and spiders, so had to do a quick FaceTime so I could see them all and make sure they're all good back in Australia. I don't really know what time it was that we got back to the airport, but it was mega early. Okay guys, we're about to fly like an entire day just to get back to Australia. It's gonna be crazy. Croatia was awesome. Shout out to Petko and the darkden. It was awesome. It was such a great time. Catch you later. Oh, I'm so tired. We had to catch 3 flights just to get home. From Croatia to Germany, from Germany to Dubai, from Dubai back home to Australia. Lucky I had heaps of offline downloaded vids to keep me going all the way home, but most of the time all I did was sleep. Finally, being back in Australia. Man, I was so relieved, but I didn't want food, I didn't want Milo, I just needed to see my animals.
Matthias, hey!
Oh, so good to see you, man.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
been
good
really
to
cool.
see you, Cyborg. Good to see you,
Yeah,
Larry.
I've been trying to.
Yeah, how's they going?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been.
hey, McGregor.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Oh, hey, Raphael. I got you all a poster straight from Petco. Oh, wait, sign the book.
Wow.
So how cool's the Brachypelma species?
Yeah,
like
cool,
the
yeah.
red on that.
Yeah, that's awesome,
So you
yeah.
just take some notes.
Yeah.
And I'll set this up later.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. That was my Croatia video. And if you want a little recap of the journey, you know, check out my Instagram. And remember, it's #PETCRO18. So yeah, that is
like
the
orange, yeah.
1997 Mexican. Remember the Mexican,
Mexican, yeah.
Brachypelma, Mexican, not Spanish,
Yeah,
Mexican.
I'll get that.
MEX.